What's up, guys? Welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I am Mr. Cincinnati. As always, I'm joined by the podcast dad, Choops. How we doing, buddy?
I am tired. The shoot job is, yeah. I'm ready to talk some wrestling, buddy.
Yeah. That's kind of what I figured. As always, thanks for joining us. Make sure to hit that QR code in the top left corner. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Help us get those numbers up. I got a couple of fun topics today. We're going to do a quick look at Dynamite and a few things that we noticed on the show last night, as well as our official Crown Jewel preview show. So let's get this started. I know that we are on some time constraints. One of the big things that we noticed last night, a little bit more happening with Willow Nightingale, Sky Blue, and Julia Hart. Sky Blue with the swerve and turning babyface again with her own mist of sorts, except it was a blue mist this time.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like. I don't think she's a character to go heel. I think people love her too much. And hey, we got a multiple women's story going on. That's wow! What a concept! What a concept!
Who would have thought? Yeah, novel.
Yeah.
They'll do that more often.
I also like seeing Willow on Dynamite. Please do more of that.
Yeah, she's great. I thought it would be I was a little bit worried that they would tease a Willow heel turn. It's just entirely too soon. She just has such an infectious personality that I'm glad this is.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not. Please.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, realistically, I know that we don't want to touch on this too long, but realistically, how long do you think a program like this can go between, this trio of women?
I think you could drag it out to Revolution. I could see Sky Blue and Julia Hart in a singles match, maybe on the pre-show, which I'd be okay with. Like, at least you get them on the card. I don't know if it goes much further than that. Maybe you get the TBS title involved, since that's kind of just floating out there right now. Maybe that's a four-way that you could actually put on the pay-per-view. So that could be a fun way to integrate the story.
Yeah, I like that. Where do you think that leaves Willow?
I could see Willow taking the TBS title. I think
that'd be so great.
Statlander, I think, has leveled up that title enough that she could go to that main world title picture and kind of let Willow continue to build that title and build her character to see where she's at for the next couple months.
Yeah, I mean, Statlander has more than shown that she's ready to take on just about anything that is thrown at her by Tony Khan and co. So, a switch to the main event scene in 2024 certainly would be very nice.
He had a big announcement.
We'll see. Like he said, I don't even want to talk about it. Whatever. Okay, the big announcement was all in pre-sales. There's a code out there
in a month
somewhere. Whatever. That could have been a tweet.
No,
that could have been a tweet.
No. Speaking of big, did you see the Big Show? He doesn't look great. A little worried about Big Show.
What exactly did?
Yeah.
He looks a step slower, which is what I mean. That's just Father Time. Father Time is undefeated. I don't know. I don't know that this. I don't know that this makes me want to watch this match anymore. It's a street fight on Dynamite, so it'll be a main event, which is fine. At least this isn't something that's taking up space on the Full Gear card, but.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks like stiff, and I don't know. I wasn't clamoring for a Paul White match anytime soon. So, well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I think it might end badly, which I don't want to see. I mean, he looks like Big Bird. Like, let's be honest, he came out there and kind of looked like Big Bird. So,
yeah, it's not ideal, but it's what we got, and he wants to wrestle, so whatever. But moving on, we have also got Adam Copeland making his return to Dynamite. It seems like he wears the same thing every single week. You ever notice that?
Well, I mean, you can have the same jacket, just multiple variants.
Yeah, but it's like different. The shirt's the only thing that changes. The jeans are the same. The shoes are the same. Like it's a very.
He's a dad. I know character. About that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's because I wasn't gonna say it's very reminiscent of just Peter Griffin's closet or Homer Simpson's closet.
Or mine. Okay. What you guys know is I don't wear pants while we record. So
I personally didn't need to know that. But thanks. That's just great.
Uh,
But we did finally see some physicality between Copeland and Christian. I almost did it.
Cope and Christian.
Yeah, we both had the same thought on this. Trotting out the spear on Dynamite. They could have, I thought they could have held that off until Full Gear. You think they could have gotten to their one-on-one match before that spear was actually hit? Do you think that an opportunity was missed here? It sounds like
100%. I think they could have easily waited for that to, I think the one-on-one match. I think that's when you get that big pop of Edge finally spearing Christian and Copeland spearing Christian. Damn it. It's gonna be hard to break 25 years.
Yeah,
but
I know.
Like you didn't need to do it for the 6-man. You definitely didn't need to do it for the build up. Like he could have just announced it. He could have speared Luchasaurus, and I would have been fine. He could have speared Nick Wayne, and I would have been fine. But
Nick Wayne was bumping pretty well for them last night.
I just think I don't know if they're trying to pop some numbers, and that's why they're doing giving stuff away so much right now. But I feel like it would have been money to see. Okay, or you could have done the story of he can't get the spear on Christian. Christian keeps getting away from it, that kind of thing, and then finally get the big moment in the one-on-one match. But I don't get paid to do it, so that's what they decided.
Yeah, well, what was teased perfectly the entire night was the inevitable partnership between our AEW World Champion MJF and the Acclaimed. We finally got that moment, and they executed it to perfection, man. I mean, even down to Max wearing the Scissor Me T-shirt and pink gear, like it was very, very well done. I'm glad that was worth the wait to see the scissor.
Two things, and I put up the scissor, and I didn't mean to do that. Two things.
Right.
I loved the Jeff Jarrett tease. I thought that was hilarious with him in the back, where Max was just like, "All right, I have to team with the Acclaimed."
That's where we swipe left.
No, I think that was hilarious because he's like, "That was the last resort." He's like, "Oh, fine, I'm going to team with the Acclaimed." And how quickly is that pink scarf going to be on with their shop website?
Well, I hope it is soon because Black Friday sale is coming up.
And
so
I would buy it in a heartbeat.
So would I.
It was really cool. It was really fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, does this do any more to excite you about MJF Jay White at Full Gear?
Because I think they did that classic wrestling trope where the champion got pinned by the challenger, and that's usually bad news. Yeah. I mean, we've watched enough wrestling in our lives to know, okay, well, he's not winning. And I think I don't see the title changing. I'd be surprised if it changed. Because I don't know if you do it here or if you would wait till World's End to kind of play that, hey, MJF is a free agent come midnight on December 31st, and he just lost the title. I think it's on December 30th. So that would be an interesting story that they could tell about, hey, MJF's a free agent and he just lost the title. He's probably gone. I'd have fun with that. So I don't think you do it quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, you're the belief that he's already re-signed. I don't even want to do 2024 in free agency, so I'm just gonna sit back and wait and see. Any final thoughts on Dynamite?
Yeah, I think I had one. Oh, Hangman and Swerve is going to be amazing.
Bloodbath.
I cannot wait for that match. And we saw a little emotion from Nick Jackson. Was it Nick Jackson that got upset? Matt
having a temper tantrum. Yeah.
So that could be something that they play into. And then the other thing that I saw was last night when Mox was attacking Orange Cassidy. You see who didn't come in and kind of help.
Claudio.
Are we seeing some cracks in that foundation, you think?
I mean, they really are at a crossroads, man. I mean, with Danielson dealing with another injury and winding his career down at the same time, it is starting to time to start thinking about kind of be a manager or do something along those lines outside of the ring. But I do think now is kind of the time to cement what these guys are going to do over the next year, because that's a pretty critical part of that group that is no longer going to be wrestling anymore. And right now we don't know what he is going to do after this, as far as whether he is going to, actually go home and call it a day. And I personally don't see that, but it is time to start thinking about that with them. And Claudio, I mean, he's over as a face. He can work as a heel. I think a babyface Claudio run would be pretty fun right now.
Yeah, I would agree. And, him and Mox, I think, would tear it up together. That'd be a good first feud.
Yeah. Why not? And, that leaves Wheeler Yuta kind of back to where he was, but he's been kind of quiet as of late anyway. So,
yeah. Ever since he pinned Omega, it just hasn't really been much of note.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a return to the Pure Division or something like that.
Yeah, he would be fine in Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Anywho,
Crown Jewel.
Now that we've covered AEW for the week, Crown Jewel is coming up this Saturday.
We won't get any heat for that. Now that we've covered it for the week, check that box.
Whatever. It's 9:00 at night as we record this. I really don't give a shit. 8 matches on the Crown Jewel card. One of these is announced as a pre-show already. Sami Zayn and JD McDonough. Good opportunity for McDonough. I don't see him winning this match though.
No, I think Sami Zayn will win, and then it's interesting that they're putting the pre-show back on. It's the first time we've had.
Whether we'll actually see it is another thing, but it's at least according to Wikipedia, it's considered a pre-show match. I don't know who edits this, but
anybody.
Maybe Better Wrestling Experience does, but what do I know?
He is hot to trot tonight, folks.
Yeah, it's Thursday. I'm tired.
Me too.
Anyhow, yeah. All right, so let's just rip this one off. Does Logan Paul walk out with the United States title on Saturday?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Did you see him come to the press conference on a camel?
Of course
he's the best.
Of course he did. That
he's the best. Yes.
I gotta hand it to him. That's pretty great. I think that the concern that people have, and it's a justified concern, is Logan Paul is not a weekly TV character. It does kind of go against Triple H's, last year or so of trying to rebuild these mid-card titles. Do we see is it more likely, in your opinion, that we see a short Logan title United States reign, or Logan Paul on TV a bit more often?
I would probably lean towards the shorter reign. Oh, hold on. I don't think he'll show up a ton on TV, but for me, it's the U.S. champion, so it's not like it's, oh my God, it's the world champion. It's off TV again, Roman. But no, I think he could easily have a match of Survivor Series and maybe lose that to somebody, maybe an LA Knight. Exactly. Maybe that's how you transition that title off of him and get it to an LA Knight, and I'd be okay with that. And then you'd get the whole media circus around Logan Paul winning a championship, and that would be fine.
Yeah, a couple of episodes of Impulsive with him holding the title, yada yada.
And can you imagine the stuff between him and LA Knight? It would be fantastic.
Yeah, it really would. That, yeah. I'm manifesting that now.
And in all honesty, right? Like, we all love Rey Mysterio. He hasn't really done much for the title. Like he kind of felt like a placeholder. He had a great match with Escobar. I will say that SmackDown match was really, really good. But it's not like he's not in that position to continue to elevate that title. He got it off Austin Theory, thank God. But he's not, doing what Gunther's doing. So I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, and my kind of final point on this is, as much as I love Ray, I'm not necessarily clamoring for him to hold a championship of any kind in WWE at this point right now. You are a Hall of Famer as it is. We know that your career is coming to an end. You've made that much clear. So it's just kind of you're here. I would imagine that we get one more match where Dom gets the W.
Yeah.
And then, we'll see kind of what happens after that. But yeah, no, I also am going to say Logan Paul walks out with this one. I'm just hoping it's a very, very short, right?
It won't be. He's going to hold it till Mania, buddy.
Don't. Why would you? Why would you do
Should
that?
throw it in the universe.
Now you're just trying to get a. You're just trying to get a
I know.
rise
I'm
out of
trying to
me.
poke the bear even more. I want to.
It's a little.
No, I
It's
want
a
to poke
little
the
late in
bear.
the evening for that,
No, it's
dude.
not.
No, we're not doing
Perfect.
We're on time constraints, pal. No.
Exactly. That's why I keep poking the bear. It's so much fun.
Fine. Yeah, fine. Whatever. Judgment Day. All over this card here.
Yeah.
Damian Priest taking on Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
This one's not as clear, man.
Did we not just see this in the main event of Raw? Like, Cody. I think Cody wins.
Yeah.
I think somebody from Judgment Day costs Damian again. Rinse, repeat, cracks in the foundation. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll save the question for the other match, but yeah, I think I'm also going to go Cody Rhodes here as well. Saudi show, major event.
Yeah. Is Finn the only one not on the card?
Everybody wants to go banana in that match somehow.
I could see him costing Damian.
It's a choice, accidentally, and creates a little, yeah. All right, I like it. Let's transition on over to no longer the most valuable story in WWE, the Bloodline. John Cena, Solo Sikoa going one-on-one for the first time ever. Does John Cena end his singles match losing streak?
Nope. I think Solo wins.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, Solo needs a monumental victory. I mean, the way that they presented him, kind of since WrestleMania, since the Usos have kind of officially left the Bloodline, I mean, it's clear that they see that they've got money in him. And when you look at the next crop of talent that are going to be coming up, your Braun Breakers, your Carmelo Hayes, I almost say Carmelo Anthony for a second. I don't know why, but
he could show up.
Just you see that MB got invited to WrestleMania.
Just stop. Just don't. I know we're not going. I hate you. I might look again.
I would no. I would like to point out it was your idea not to.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, so yeah.
I don't want to sell my house to go. So
I don't want to either.
You wouldn't have to.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't anyway. So you got Solo winning this match.
Yeah,
right?
I think so. Like, I don't know what a John Cena win does over Solo. I don't know what value that adds.
Yeah.
So I would say Solo wins.
Yeah,
probably with Jimmy's help.
Yeah, I can see that, and it feels like the time is kind of ticking out for Cena in this latest WWE run. I mean, that's just kind of the yeah. I don't know. Do you think we see him in Survivor Series?
I would say no.
No, well,
I think this might put the cherry on the top for his run, and maybe we'll see him at Mania again.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Now let's move on to the women's division. We have got Sky taking I can't find enough good things to say about her. Bianca Belair is obviously undisputed. She is. Yeah, she's Bianca. Like, you can sum it up in one word. I got to go Io here.
Yeah, I think it's too soon to take the title off Io. I don't think we've gotten into the meat of the run. I still think Io is going to turn face during the run, and I still think Bianca, a heel Bianca in the Hurt Business would be much, much better than what we're. I think people like Bianca, but I think they want to see that aggression come out of her. So I will say Io for the win, but I would keep an eye on the shenanigans maybe after the match.
Yeah, it definitely would be nice, especially since WWE announced the reality show on Hulu is coming out in February of this year. I mean, to put them together on TV, much like they've done with Miz and Mrs., only makes sense because it's an easy way to advertise that show than, to have them together. And, again, we saw kind of that, was that SummerSlam or Fastlane that we saw the Meteora that Zelina gave Montez?
Fastlane.
Yeah. So, there have been some nuggets that you could, kind of revisit if you really wanted to bring some more of that edge out of her, because she really hasn't worked heel since early NXT, and
It's just
I
great.
would be intrigued. Yeah, and I'd be intrigued now that she's, got some years under her belt. I would love to see what that character looks like, especially, with that collective of Street Profits and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good change of pace for her. But yes, Io wins. Did you see that Kairi Sane is now being listed in the internal roster? So we're going to
Love
see her
that.
soon. So that'll be
Love
exciting.
that. Yeah, because Asuka needs something to do.
And what a better way to do it.
Yeah. Also, just random segue. We got 9 minutes left, and I'll be able to fit this in. I saw a video on YouTube the other day. It was kind of like a little 15-minute doc about the time that Kana took on Minoru Suzuki. If you have never seen that match, and if I can find the link, I'll send it to you, because a lot of people, it was borderline assault. It was like there's snug, there's stiff, and then there was this.
Jeez,
and
I can't even imagine.
It was bad. It was bad. Apparently, she booked the entire thing to go like that. I mean, anyway, I'll send you a link.
Jeez.
Moving on.
Glad I got you to laugh.
Thank you. No, okay, we do only have about 8 minutes left. So Rhea Ripley taking on Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Raquel Rodriguez. Damn it, Fatal 5-Way. This is the toughest match that Rhea's had to date thus far for the Women's World Championship. Let's be honest, she's not losing. It's
Nia Jax.
Nia just for one, man.
I think Rhea wins. I think we may get a moment where it looks like she's going to lose, though. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give them credit for at least trying to build these women up as credible challengers. They're a little bit behind the 8 ball in doing it, but better late than never. So, signing from the other week, and I don't know. I don't think this match will be as bad as it kind of looks on paper. So
no, I don't think so. I think they'll work hard. I think we'll have a decent match.
Yeah.
There's too much talent, I think, in there to have a bad match.
Yeah, seriously. Now we're getting on to our 2 world title matches. Seth freaking Rollins taking on Drew McIntyre, World Heavyweight Championship. Man, does Rollins? Oh, fun fact. So this will be the 4th separate championship that Seth Rollins has defended in Saudi Arabia.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Raw Tag Team, Intercontinental, Universal, and now Big Gold 2.0.
Good for him. He's got another 5 years to do the rest of the titles, so.
Yeah. Does he walk out with it, though?
Oh, there you are. You're back?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
I never left.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So who you got?
I'm going to go. I'm going to go Seth. I don't think Drew does it quite yet. I think this is that final breaking point for Drew, and then we get full-fledged Drew after this. Full-fledged heel Drew. Sorry, it's late, guys.
Yes.
One more time. Sorry.
So do you see this kind of being a an early Mania season program for Seth as far as getting through the Rumble, maybe to Perth?
Man. Yeah, I don't. It might be too early for that. Might be too early because I could see this. God, that's a good question, dude. Man, that's a really good question. I think Drew's the one that is going to end up taking the title off of Seth. I think it might be at Survivor Series, but
true.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hate if this was a Mania season match. I don't know if you go into WrestleMania with 2 heel champions. and Roman and Drew.
True.
So maybe you just do Seth and Roman, and you know this could very well be the Mania match, and maybe you throw a Gunther in there as well. I still like your title for title thing. I want that to happen so bad.
Yeah. Right. I think I'm gonna go out on a limb here. As much as I love Seth, I'm gonna go Drew McIntyre
Okay.
on this one. I don't. We know the heel turn is coming. I don't mind seeing him take the gold along for the ride with him, and not that's kind of the next and more selfish, I think, and that's a lot of what we're seeing out of him. I don't necessarily expect a whole lot of outside interference on this one, so that's why for the hell of it, like as great as this run has been with Seth, like there's no major story that I'm like, oh my god, he's got to get to Mania with the title.
Yeah. No, I'd be good either way.
Yeah, this one I feel.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited.
Can I read you a thread on Reddit?
3.5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Real quick. This is how you book the main event: Reigns versus Knight. Solo interferes. Jimmy interferes. Roman with a spear to LA Knight. Roman tries to go for the pin. Cena music plays. Cena pulls the ref. Cena gets a chain. Roman runs outside. Cena helps LA Knight up. Cena punches Knight in the head with the chain. Cena death stares Knight. Cena leaves the ring. Roman 1, 2, 3. Roman retains. Heel Cena in his last dance. Knight didn't lose clean. Future Cena versus Knight at Mania.
Ooh, that's brilliant booking.
Dude, that would be amazing.
I might steal that for Universe. That's no notes there. Yeah, that would be solid. But in reality, Knight is going to look great in this match. Roman is going to do all the heavy lifting. This streak is not ending anytime soon.
No,
but this is the opportunity that we've wanted for LA Knight. So I'm super thrilled that he's getting it. And this will not be the last time that he's competing for a world title either. But they know what they have on their hands here. Finally.
Yeah. I know what's gonna happen, and I hate it. I do. I just hate it. Hopefully, maybe we'll be surprised, and hopefully we know it's not going to be a clean finish, but it's I think it's just going to be kind of a fart in church. It's going to be like we are so excited for this, but it is not going to happen, and everybody knows it, which almost makes me think they're going to do it.
No, we're going to end your show on your optimism, but don't you get me excited like that. Like, no, we're done with this.
Do you remember the last time? Hold on, real quick. Do you remember the last time we thought we knew the finish and it didn't happen?
Yeah. Yeah, that one still lives rent free in my head. Yeah. It's all right.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Fine. Well, we shall see, and we can't wait to watch this Saturday, 1:00. We're gonna fire up the smoker. We're gonna have some good times here. Final thoughts, 10 seconds.
10 seconds. I think we will do a quick post show right after Crown Jewel. We will see both of us in the same room, which will be amazing. And we'll do a quick little recap. Sorry about the scheduling, guys. Sorry about that.
Nah, it's fine. No, we do it live. We thank you guys for being along with us on this ride. Remember to hit that QR code in the top left corner. Like, share, subscribe. Help us to get those numbers up. We really like doing this. We want to make content for people. So have people come check us out. For the podcast, I'm Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. We'll talk to you guys soon.